Oh, IDW, you got me patting my head with stress, man. IDW, doing badly. So, mission statement, simple note. Y'all gotta hire the dude, your boy Zach, from online, from on Twitter, whatever you want to call him. Don't remember his name right now. Y'all gotta hire Ethan Van Sciver, all these Comicsgate people. Y'all gotta hire people who love comics. Y'all aren't gonna necessarily make it in Hollywood. What happens with that kind of thing? It lucked out with Marvel because they had really smart people in charge. You obviously don't when it comes to that. You want to lease your shit out to a degree at least. You don't have the capabilities of doing it yourself. This is a problem. This is a problem, man. You need people who love the comics and are there for the comics. These people are there for that. The reason Comicsgate, I'm not affiliated with Comicsgate. I'm certainly not an SJW. I'm anti-political. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Democrat. That shit is not for me. If anything, I'm an independent. Obviously, got my own things in mind, but y'all got to find a way to have that unite again. Because Marvel and DC can have their own thing going on. Well, then there can be conservatives making comics for all it matters. What the fuck is wrong with that? Why would it be so threatening for somebody to get a chance to voice their opinion? When did that ever become a thing? That people were so threatened by other people's opinions unless they made sense. In any case scenario, moving on from that, why are we having a war like that? In the past, people of every persuasion were allowed to speak their minds and were backed by it. There's a big divide right now, and you could have a lot of money coming in. So maybe you need both sides represented, among other things. And also, the whole point of Comicsgate, from my knowledge, is taking the politics out, being basically about hero's journey, among other things, and being about people who are professionals acting like professionals and being good to customers. Now, people attach racism to it because they know that that's a way to shut down a conversation, and then that makes people believe it. Oh, well, they're racist. Well, we can't listen to them. It's an easy way to shut down a conversation. Oh, they're sexist. Well, we don't want to hear their side of view, so they put the ist or the ism at the end of the people's shit just so they don't have to listen to them. Anyone with their right mind figures that out. I mean, just like anyone with their right mind figures out that Democrat and conservative are run by banks, the same people. In any case scenario, if you look into it, it's 100% true. The same people fund it. Anybody who's standing up for those political points doesn't make sense. It's a way to keep people not liking each other. But that doesn't have to do with anything. Basically, the problem with what's going on is you got to have an opportunity for everyone to speak their mind because it is important to people. Maybe not to me, because it isn't going to assuade me and make me feel like all of a sudden I'm going to agree with anyone. I have my own thought process. I don't feel like people are there for me. I feel like they're there for them. I'm smart enough to figure that out. Anyway, though, the point of the matter, give these dudes the job. Hire them. I'm kind of mad right this minute because I see losses of 3 million or something like that. Just something damn ridiculous. And there's people out there who could fix this and who could get tons and tons of people back into the comic shops. Also, there's people like Peter Simeti. I don't know that he'd be interested because Alterna is doing wonderfully. But the bottom line is you got to have new, thought processes. New people need a chance to run things if the same people aren't doing the right thing and aren't able to do it. You might just need some new people in charge then and new ideas. And you can't just use the same beating people over the head and then thinking that they owe you something. There's people out there who have new ideas, and things like toning down the damn prices, for example, is a first start, such as Peter Simeti's idea. Get some kids in there, get them into stores as well, although I definitely want comic shops to be around because, well, that's when people come in for back issues and for books like Valiant and Image and everything, because certainly, I'm not saying put every book in stores, I'm saying put big core books like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, things that would sell. X-Men. Anyway, I'm done with my rant. Just wanted to put out there a really valid point. And if you agree, I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love otherwise for you to make your own video about such things that make perfect sense and speak on subjects that matter. Politics don't matter. Politics don't help us. So if that's the thing that's holding us back in this situation, let's just make some money for the comic industry so that we still have one in 10 years. Hire that dude, your boy Zach. Hire that dude, Ethan Van Sciver. Hire that dude, Doug Tenopple. Hire whoever you have to hire. Hire some of them. Stop with the divide. Stop being mad at each other. Y'all gotta stop. SJW, comics say, just be cool with each other, man. You're never going to change someone else's mind, so stop trying. Just be nice to each other and understand that you both like the same thing, and just find what you like in common instead of finding what you don't like, because people do too much of that. Have a good one. Blackout ENT.